What's going on, everyone? It's Tay, aka Slay, and I'm bringing you a Get to Know Me Q&A. This past week, I hit 157 subscribers. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I really only expected like maybe 2 people to subscribe and watch this channel, so I am so happy you all are here. I had said that when I hit 150 subscribers that I was going to do a Q&A, so here we are. I said that you can ask me whatever you wanted. It could be makeup related, it could be personal, and I will answer with 100% honesty. I'm not monetized, so I'm really free to say whatever I want. So let's get into this. If I don't remember to stop and say what I'm using, I will try to remember to link it down below. So let's just jump into it. I am using this e.l.f. lip exfoliator because it is winter up in these parts and the lips are dry and cracky. I'm just gonna let that sink in while we do the rest of the face. This first question, we're just jumping right into it, all personal and whatnot, and I am here for it. I am absolutely here for it. This comes from one of my biggest cheerleaders, at Butterfly Zom, and she asks, how old were you when you lost your virginity? Was it a good experience or do you regret it? Funnily enough, this is one of my favorite stories to tell because it's hilarious to me. Using my Beauty Bakery brow pomade. I lost my virginity on my 18th birthday, actually. And while watching the movie Muppets from Space. My boyfriend at the time had come to stay with me to help me celebrate my birthday. So I decided to go ahead and just do it. And I didn't regret it. I didn't regret it for years until last year. He and I reconnected and he posted something on Facebook. I tried to have a conversation with him about it, but he also proved himself to be racist because he was a white man. So I was actually so upset with that revelation. I was like, is there a Wiccan ceremony that I can do to reclaim my virginity? Because I don't want him to have it. Next question. What is it about makeup that you love and or hate? I love how makeup can make you feel. Like, when I was in the depths of my depression, there were times where I would paint my face and I would feel so much better that only then I found the strength to like clean my house or make a meal. Like, that's how deep my depression was. So I love that for myself, and other people have spoken on this, that makeup literally saved them. It lifted them out of the darkness, so to speak. Because for me, doing my makeup, the 20 to 25 minutes that it takes me to do my makeup every day, it focused my mind. It became like a meditation for me. So that was the only time that I was not depressed. And that honestly that I didn't feel numb because I was focused on what I was doing. And I was so happy at the end result. It was like I accomplished something. So it quite literally brought me up. It raised my mood, and I'm so thankful that I found Beauty YouTube, learned how to do my makeup, and now I'm here. The thing I hate about makeup is that people seem to feel that it is necessary to tell people not to wear it. Like, I touched on this a little bit in my last video. It's like guys will be like, guys don't like makeup. And I'm over here like, women don't give a fuck. Like, literally, we do not care. We don't do this for you. You know, I don't put pretty colors on my face so that you will find me attractive and hopefully want to make me your wife. No, I do this for me because I like the way it looks on me. I dated a guy and he tried to tell me that he didn't like a shade of lipstick I was wearing. And he was like, why do you always wear that shade of lipstick? I'm like, because it's one of my favorites. And he said, I don't want you to wear it anymore. I was like, too bad. He honestly says, like, oh, don't you care about my happiness? I'm like, if your happiness is so connected to what I have on my lips, you have problems that go deeper than what's on my face. So that would be the most frustrating thing. When did you start wearing makeup? I dabbled with makeup off and on from when I was able to wear it. My mother had a strict rule that there was no makeup to be worn until I was 16 years old. So I really didn't wear makeup hardcore until I was really in my 20s. And even then, like, it was still dabbling. Like, I remember ColourPop, when all ColourPop had was their liquid lipsticks and their Super Shock single shadows. And that was really the only makeup I started buying. Like, I didn't really buy foundation. I think the first foundation I bought, because I didn't know about Sephora until I moved to New York City, and that was in 2007. And I got matched for a Bare Minerals foundation. I think I still have that somewhere. And that was the only foundation I would wear because I had oily skin, and it was the only one that matched my complexion at the time. So I wore the hell out of that. So it'd be like the Bare Minerals, one Super Shock shadow, a little bit of mascara, and then some gloss if I was lucky, or a ColourPop Ultra Matte liquid lipstick. So, and I look back on some of those pictures, I thought I was really doing something with that little one shadow. And then when I started trying to experiment, like the unblended, who was bad? But I didn't really start wearing makeup and doing all of this until 2016. So I've really only been wearing makeup for 2 years, going on 3 years. If you follow me on social media, you'll know that I'm doing this thing for 2019 where I'm using one palette per week. This week's palette is the Chasing Rainbows palette from ColourPop. I'm probably gonna mispronounce this. April Romanek. She asked, do you have brothers or sisters? I have 4 brothers. If you haven't, I think I mentioned this in one of my earlier videos, I am adopted. I have my brother Tony, who is my adopted brother, the brother that I grew up with. Love him so much. I actually talked to him today. And I have 3 biological brothers. We all have the same mother. She passed away September of 2017. Her name was Shirley. And I have 2 older brothers and 1 younger brother from her. I have my eldest brother, Emery, my middle brother, Matthew, and my baby brother, Dion. So, and I haven't seen them in a while, but we try to keep in touch as much as possible. What is your favorite food? I love Italian food and seafood. Those are my 2 faves. Like, if I really had to, if it wasn't so damn expensive, I probably put on way too much concealer. If it wasn't so expensive, I probably could be pescatarian and live a long, happy life. What is your dream car? You know, my dream car, my idea for my dream car actually changed. I think I'm gonna set this with a little bit of powder. I used the Makeup Revolution Correct and Conceal for my eyeshadow base, and this is the Flower Setting Powder by A Beauty Bakery. Honestly, my dream car isn't anything incredibly expensive. The first car I ever bought with my own money was a Honda Civic. My dream right now is to buy my own Honda Accord. Like, I would feel like $1 million driving a Honda Accord. I would feel no shame in driving a really, really pretty Honda Accord. I would treat it like it was a Mercedes-Benz. I would treat it like it was a BMW. I would treat it like it was an Audi. Like, I love Hondas, not sponsored. And I really just want to be able to afford a Honda Accord one day. I think you all know how old I am. I say it in almost every video. I'm 36. My birthday is April 2nd. So in a little less than 3 months, I will be 37. Oh, another one from my girl, Butterfly Zoms. Do you believe in love at first sight? I used to. Oh, let's see what we're going to do today. We're going to go in with Woke from the Chasing Rainbows palette. I used to believe in love at first sight. I was and still am a hopeless romantic, but I'm a little older, a little wiser. I believe in meeting somebody, and it's funny because I think I heard this on a commercial for a Netflix or Hulu show. And it was like, I don't believe in love at first sight, but I believe that you can meet somebody and know almost immediately that that person is going to mean something to you, that they're going to affect the rest of your life. Okay. My girl Priscilla, I love you. She wrote, what is the most important life goal you would like to manifest at this time? Getting to California. I think that's at the top of the list, because honestly, I'm going to go in with wish list to kind of deepen the crease. I think I'm going to do something a little funky with this look. ColourPop. Mirrors. In your palettes. Like there's one here, like in these small 9-pound palettes. 9-pound. In these small 9-pan palettes, there are mirrors, but the 16 pans, you just can't be bothered. Please. That's really my main goal. I do have goals that I want to achieve once I'm there, but the main focus of the first half of 2019 is just getting to California, just saving up the money for the move. Because honestly, the most expensive part is getting all of my ish out there. Somebody asked, I don't have the screenshot, but somebody asked, besides makeup, what else are you into? I am a cosplayer. Cosplay is short for costume play. That means dressing up as any character from pop culture, be that manga, anime, video games, comic books, film, TV, regular movies, and dressing up as that character and sometimes acting as that character. Let's go into On One. This is a pretty color. Probably should go with my finger first, but I used to love going to conventions. Absolutely adored conventions. I think the last convention I went to was New York Comic Con in 2016. Yeah, it was 2016. And I cosplayed Mara, because this was right around the time they announced Aquaman. So I cosplayed Mara. Ooh, there's some fallout. And I also cosplayed, because we were there all 4 days. Most conventions are 3 to 4 days long. So we were there all 4 days. I've cosplayed Mara, I cosplayed Storm, and I cosplayed Jubilee. So there's a lot of X-Men going on. I love cosplaying the X-Men. I also am a performer. I sing, I dance, and I act. That was originally the reason I moved to New York City. I wanted to shoot my shot, end up in TV somehow. I didn't necessarily move here to be on Broadway, but I was open to that. And I started going to auditions and I started taking voice lessons, and I was like, oh, okay, there are people who've been doing this, who've been trained to do this since they came out the womb. Like, I taught myself to sing and dance, and I was in theater groups and in drama club in school, but to actually have taken acting classes and dancing classes and voice lessons, no, that only started when I got here. And I realized that I was so far behind. But last year, I got so many opportunities to perform, and it just made my soul happy. Do I still want to do that? Yeah. I mean, I'm moving to California. Not to pursue getting in TV and movies, but I'm open to it. It might happen. You never know. I do believe there's more opportunity out there, but I would have to immerse myself in that. And my goals are a little bit different. You know, I want to go to cosmetology school and become an esthetician. So, who knows? This is from Poisonous Paradox. She says, what do you feel are your most important short-term and long-term goals for YouTube life career? Your drive is incredibly inspiring. Thank you. My short-term goal for YouTube, and I tweeted this out today, honestly. I just want my channel to grow and flourish. I would love to, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say I never want YouTube to become my career, because it may just end up that way. Now I'm going to go on to bring it to smoke this out a little bit. I'm just going to focus this. I meant to use a different brush. I'm going to put this on the outer V. And then I'm going to switch to a different, nope, that's exactly what I needed. I might use a different brush to blend this out, but that's exactly the amount of pigment I needed. Honestly, like I said, I don't want to say that I don't want YouTube to never be my full-time career, because life just may play out that way. Again, I'm open to so many different possibilities. But I will honestly say right now, all I want is a play button. I would love to get a silver play button for getting over 100,000 subscribers. This is interesting. I'm really just playing around. I didn't come into this with an idea for an eye look, so I'm really just playing around with color. I'll post the finished look on my Instagram. But I mean, my overall goal for life would be to, and I know it's hard in this economy, but my overall goal is just to be able to live comfortably. Like, I would love to have enough money to where I can just say I want to go on vacation and know that I have enough money to do that. And I would also love to just have a career where I do what I love for a living. I hate my current job so much because I'm not valued. I'm not heard. I've been there for 11 years with nary a promotion. And every time I've tried to move up and tried to be what these people needed of me, I kept getting shot down. And they tried to tell me it's because I don't have a college degree. And I think that's poppycock, because my former coworker had a degree and they still wouldn't let her move forward. I'm gonna go into Lucid and put that right in the middle of the lid to see what that does. Oh, that's kind of cute. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on screen, but again, I'm gonna put the finished look on Instagram and Twitter. So make sure you follow me. But yeah, I want to, and whether that is in film, whether that is in TV, whether that is being an esthetician, whether it is being a full-time YouTuber, I just want to do what I love for a living. I have friends, I have so many friends that get to do that. They still hate Mondays because, you know, sometimes your bed is just way too comfortable. But they still get to go to work, and that's pretty. They still get to go to work and they come home, they're like, I love my job. Even on those rough days, they're like, I love my job so much. And I'm very, very envious of that. I want to know what it feels like to love what you do, and know that even on those days where you have to deal with bullshit, like, I know that in every job, no matter what level you're at, no matter what industry, whether it's your dream job or not, you're going to deal with bullshit. But I would still love to have that, to come home at night and be like, but I'm doing what I love. Did you watch Black Mirror? If yes, fave episode and why? If no, what the hell are you doing with your life? Also, answer that one if your answer is no. I cannot watch Black Mirror. I'm using the Makeup Revolution eyeliner. This eyeliner is life. And honestly, people are sleeping on Makeup Revolution's complexion products. Like, I know people have issue with how they copy other brands, how they rip off other brands, but their complexion products slap. So, but like I said, I can't watch Black Mirror because it's so disturbing. It's so disturbing. Like, I tried watching one episode and I was up the entire night. Like, I couldn't. Like, I've watched episode synopsises. Like, I've watched other stuff on YouTube, like people that will review each episode, and even that is just way too much. I'm just like, Like, I know there's an episode where a kid had to either kill somebody, or the fact that he was caught looking at child pornography would be leaked everywhere. So he actually murdered someone, and then the info was still leaked. I was like, there's no catharsis. Like, it's so dark. Some of those images get burned into your brain, and I'm just like, I can't do it. I know my boo Henry Cavill loves it, but I can't. Plus, our world is becoming more and more like Black Mirror on the daily. So, you know, I don't, you know, if I want my own version of Black Mirror, I just have to pick up a paper, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's get to the base. Because you know I'm all about that base. I'm using the Fenty Foundation Primer. We're using the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation in the shade 430. I don't know why I don't know that off the top of my head, but this is 430. I really do want the concealer and setting powder because I saw Too Much Mouth here on YouTube. She posted a picture on Twitter of her full face of Fenty, and she was positively glowing. Like, girl looked good. I'm like, I need that in my life. So that is how I'm going to show how much I love myself. On Valentine's Day, I'm going to treat myself to Fenty. So I'm going to expound on this last question so that I have something to talk about while I'm finishing my makeup. Another one of my huge cheerleaders on Twitter, Tanya Blackshaw, asks, you mentioned in your man inventory you wanted to be a CEO one day. What is your preferred industry and why? Tanya, I'll tell you, when you tweeted me this, I honestly did not have an answer. After thinking about it all day, I think the thing that I would really love to do, I would love to own my own skincare company. One of the things that's always been in the back of my mind, because I was looking into cosmetology school a few years ago, but I never followed through with it. Now it's all I think about. But again, for skincare. And I said this when I was looking at those schools. I was just like, I want to make people feel good about themselves. That's kind of where I was coming from with like wanting to work in health and fitness as well. Like, I just want to help people feel beautiful. I just want to help them feel like they're the best versions of themselves. I'm using the Coffee and Cocoa palette from Beauty Bakery for my bronzer and my blush. Yeah, let's do that. Use it for bronzer and blush today. But that's always been with me. I've always just wanted to help people look and feel good. I'm thinking when I start my training as an esthetician that I will bring what I've learned here to my YouTube channel. So it'll be makeup and skincare and overall beauty, because somebody actually asked me to do a video about how I care about for my hair. So that video is coming soon. Again, I just want to do what I love, and I want to be my own boss, because again, being at this job for 11 years and not being promoted at all, it's like the only way I'm going to ever be promoted is to promote myself, honestly. I'm using the Morphe and Bretman Rock highlighter collab palette. I think I'm going to go into Mahu today. It's beautiful gold highlight. So yeah, those are the career goals. I'm honestly looking so full. Yes, this was a good choice. Whew. I'm honestly really looking forward to getting to California and getting everything underway. I just really, really hope that I can save enough to get it done this year, because I'm honestly afraid for my mental health if I'm forced to stay in New York another year. So here is the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed this Q&A. This is going to be so much fun to edit. I know you guys are looking forward to this. I enjoyed making this. Maybe once I get 100 more subscribers, I'll do another one, or maybe I'll just do another one for fun. Who knows? There are no rules. This is my YouTube channel. I hope you all enjoyed. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for joining me. I know there are a million videos you could have watched today. I humbly thank you for coming to Slay. Bye!